Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Carly and welcome to my YouTube family. So today's video is going to be on this festive holiday makeup look. This beautiful dark greeny blue smoky eye, which I think is perfect for the holidays for a party or an event. And I paired it with some really glowing bronzed highlighted skin and this beautiful nude lip here. I did use a range of new products that I'd recently purchased from my previous makeup hauls, so if you want to check out those makeup hauls, make sure to check them out below. And I was very surprised with how some of these products performed. I pretty much loved quite a lot of them, and I am just really excited to add them into my regular makeup routine. If you do like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and also hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. Let's get straight to it. If you'd like to see how to do this festive holiday makeup look, then please keep watching. For primer, I'm going to use this one from Milk Makeup. This is the Hydro Grip Primer. This is my first time using it. I've heard really good reviews, so I'm really excited to try it out. It's like a jelly consistency. It looks really interesting, so I'm just going to apply that all over my face using my fingers. Just really massaging that into the skin. Does have a little bit more of like a sticky consistency, so I definitely think it's going to help my foundation stay on it really well. It does have more of a hydrating feel as well, so that's really good. For foundation today, I'm trying for the first time the Dose of Colours Meet Your Hue foundation, and I've got the shade 120 Light Medium. So I'm just going to apply some of that to the back of my hand first. And I'm going to use a sponge. This is also from Dose of Colours, to apply this onto the skin. So I'm just blending that into the skin with this sponge. It's quite a nice big sponge. It has a really nice flat back, which I find is going to really separate and spread out the product a lot easier. And this foundation is meant to have more of a medium buildable coverage, so it does look like it has a really nice coverage to it so far. And I do have a tan from my neck down, so that's why my face is quite a lot whiter. I haven't been tanning my face just because I find my face can tend to break out a bit if I do apply tan to there, so I haven't been doing it, and I found it's been a lot better for my skin. Okay, so that's given me a really nice coverage. You can still see a little bit of redness from where I've got a couple of blemishes on my cheek, but I think with the concealer we'll cover that over nicely. So I'm liking the look of this foundation at the moment. The colour's nice to match to my tan, and it does blend in really nicely on the skin, so loving that so far. And for concealer, I'm going to use the Dose of Colours Meet Your Hue concealer. This one is in the shade Light Medium 13. So I'm just going to apply some of that under my eye area first. Just a little bit down the center of the forehead, down the center of the nose, on the sides of the nose, a little bit on my chin, and also just where those few little blemishes are as well. And going back in with the same sponge, I'm going to use this really nice pointy end here, which I think is really good to get right into the corners of the eyes here. So I'm going to use the sponge to blend out this concealer. And using a slightly lighter concealer just brings a little bit more colour into the face, so everything's not one-dimensional. It just brings a bit more lightness under the eyes and down the centre of the face. And then when you add bronzer, that just gives a bit more colour back into the face and more warmth as well. And to set my face, I'm going to use the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder in the shade Translucent Light. So it's just a really nice light setting powder. I'm going to use that to bake under my eyes and also just to lightly set the rest of my face. I'm just going to press it into the skin, and that way it's not going to lose too much hydration if I'm pressing it in slightly and not too heavy. This just helps to blend the foundation and the concealer together as well. I'm going to come back and bake under my eyes just before I do my eyeshadow. That way if I have any fallout, I'm just able to brush it away easy with the powder. To bronze up my skin, I'm going to use this KYLIE Cosmetics Holiday Face Palette. This is the Pressed Powder Face Palette, and it has a few different shades in here. It has these two beautiful highlighters at the top, this blush and bronzer. So I'm going to use the bronzer here. And I'm just going to bronze up my cheeks with this bronzer and also around my forehead and temple area. I love bronzing. It's one of my favourite steps in makeup. I just find it gives so much more warmth back into your skin, and it just looks really nice. It makes you look like you've been out in the sun and you've got a nice tan. Okay, and I'm also going to use that to contour down the sides of my nose. And I find this just brings the whole look together. I find sometimes the nose area can look quite bland without a bit of contour and highlight, so I always love doing this step. And I do always go back in with my beauty blender just to soften it out so it doesn't look too harsh. And for blush, I'm going in with this new Patrick Ta Monochrome Moment Velvet Blush in the shade She's Adorable. This is such a beautiful blush. I'm obsessed with all those new products that Patrick Ta came out with in the Monochrome Moment collection. But this is a beautiful peachy pink with a slight gold reflect in it. It's so beautiful. I'm just going to apply that to the apples of the cheeks just to give a little bit of a flush of colour. And to highlight my face, I'm first going to go in with the Patrick Ta. This is the Major Glow Highlighting Mist. This is in the shade We Love Her, which is more of the pink pearl shade. I'm going to apply some on my hand first and then just kind of blend it in with a brush and then apply it onto the cheeks. And just applying some to the top of the brows, down the bridge of the nose, on the tip of the nose and on the cupid's bow. I do love using a liquid or a cream highlight product first. I just find it looks more natural and glowy on the skin, and you can either leave it like this or add a powder on top. And I am going to use a powder highlight on top. I'm going to use one from this Bare Minerals Bare Glow Face Palette, and I'm going to use the shade here. This one's called Free. It's a beautiful champagne gold tone highlight, and I'm just applying that right on top to the high points of the face. That's so stunning, that highlighter. So beautiful. Gives the illusion of more of the wet skin vibe, where it's a little bit more shimmery looking and not too glittery or chunky. I absolutely love that with highlighters that look nice and smooth on the skin. And just applying some on top of the eyebrows and down the bridge of the nose, tip of the nose and the cupid's bow. This just enhances that highlight even more. It's so pretty. I love highlighting. It's definitely one of my favourite steps in makeup. And to set my face, I'm going to use the MAC Fix Plus. This is the PINKLITE. I'm going to shake it up so you get all that nice pigment in the Fix Plus. It looks so beautiful. It's a nice pearly pink colour. And I'm just going to spray that all over. This just helps to hydrate the skin and to make the highlighted areas look a little bit more glowing. feels so nice on the skin, so refreshing. Okay, we've zoomed in nice and close so we can see the eyebrows and the eyes. So first I'm going to do my brows. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty. This is the Brow MVP Ultra Fine Brow Pencil and Styler in the shade Dark Brown. I'm going to use the styling end first, just to brush my hairs into the same direction together, and I find this is really nice to kind of smooth the hairs down as well. It's a really interesting tool to have on the end of a brow pencil. It's something different and unique. Now going in with the pencil, I always like to start underneath the brows just to define the shape I want underneath. And then I also come along the top and come down to the bottom. I always like to thicken up the end of my brows because they are a bit thinner towards the end, so I'm just going to thicken them up a little bit, and then I like to go in and start filling in the brow hairs using little light flicking motions. That way it looks more like brows instead of just drawing on it really thickly. And to set the brows in place, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel in the shade Chocolate. And this will darken my eyebrows slightly as well as helping them stay in place. This is definitely one of the best eyebrow gels. I just find it holds my brows together really well. My brows tend to like to move around, so this one definitely sticks them down really nicely. Okay, brows are done, so moving on to the eyes. First I'm going to bake under my eyes, so if there's any fallout from some darker shadows I'm using, I can just wipe it away with the translucent powder and it won't leave any marks under the eyes. I'm just picking up some more of that Cover FX powder and just applying that right underneath the eyes here. Looks crazy right now, but it definitely helps. For the eyes today, I'm first going to go in with the Jackie AINA palette, and the first shade I'm going to pick up is this shade called Ginger, this beautiful terracotta brown shade. I'm just going to apply that in the crease a little bit higher up as my transition shade. I do like to blend this up nice and high towards the brow. That way the other shades I apply in the crease are going to blend in a little bit easier because this shade is the base. The next shade I'm going in with is called Edges here, which is this more of a warmer red toned brown colour. So just a little bit lower than that first shade. And just more directly right into the crease there. This is just going to warm up the eyeshadow look a little bit more, give it more of a redder tone. And next I'm going to go in with this rich chocolate brown called Credit, and I'm going to apply that right into the outer corner of the eye. And I'm just going to go in with my first brush with no extra product and just go in and blend all those shadows together just so there's no harsh lines. And on the lid I'm going to use some of the P. Louise base. This is Rumour 02. I'm going to use this just as a base for the glitter shadow that's going to go on next. I'm starting it right in the inner corner and just coming to about 2/3 of the way across the eye. And then I'm just going to get my blending brush just to softly blend out that edge there. Next I'm going to go in with some glitter shadow. This is from MAC. It is the new holiday collection. This one is called Swing on a Star. It's one of these Spellbinder eyeshadows. And it just looks absolutely beautiful here. It's a mixture of like a blue, green, brown tone. It's really, really pretty. So I'm just going to pick up some of that on my finger first and apply that just directly over the base. Wow, that looks incredible. That's so pretty. So nice. And I'm also going to pick up some on a brush just to apply to the inner corner, as my nails are a little bit too big to get in there. Oh my god, that looks incredible. I'm obsessed with that colour. It's like the perfect amount of green, blue and brown mixed together. It just looks so pretty. I love that. I'm just going to go back in with my blending brush just to blend out the edges so everything's nice and diffused together. Okay, so I'm just going to dust away this powder under the eyes. And I didn't even really get any fallout, so that was really nice. And for the lower lash line, I'm first going to go in with the shade Ginger here, this beautiful terracotta brown shade. And I want my eyes to be quite smoky, so I'm going to bring this down a little bit lower. And next I'm going to go in with the shade Edges, just to add a little bit more warmth under the eyes. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Credit, this really beautiful chocolate brown, just really close to the lower lash line. And in the waterline, I'm going to go in with this Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Pencil. This one is in the shade Brown Out, which is this really beautiful dark brown. This is my favourite brown eyeliner for the waterline. I absolutely love it. Now I'm just going to highlight the inner corner and the brow bone using the same highlight shade I used on the face. Gives it that beautiful inner corner sparkle. And for mascara, I'm going with my favourite mascara. This is the NARS Climax Mascara. I love this one. It doesn't transfer down onto my face, and it gives me such amazing volume and curl to my lashes as well. I absolutely love this mascara. And for lashes today, I'm going to use these pair from House of Lashes called Demure Light. These are really beautiful, fluffy, wispy lashes. I do want to be able to see the eyeshadow on my eyes, so if I wear really full, thick lashes, you won't be able to see as much of the eyeshadow, so that's why I'm going to use more of a wispy pair of lashes today. So I'm just going to pop these on and I'll be right back. Okay, lashes are on and you can just see how much of a difference lashes make. It just adds something extra to the eyes. You can still see the eyeshadow on my eyes, so that's really nice. I do love these lashes from House of Lashes. So moving on to lips. First I'm going to line my lips with the Patrick Ta Monochrome Moment. This is the Precision Lip Crayon in the shade She's Proud. So this is a beautiful lip liner and it's really unique. You need to click the bottom up for the lip liner to come out. And this one is a really nice nude pinky brown tone. It's very, very creamy and very opaque as well. It's really pretty. I do have to say the shape of this makes it so easy to line around your lips. It's a little bit more of a thicker shape with a more like rectangle, so it just makes it really easy to get around the edges. So I love that lip liner from Patrick Ta. It's my first time using it, but I really love the formula and the pigmentation. And next I'm also going to use from Patrick Ta the Monochrome Moment Silky Lip Cream. This one is in the shade She Secure. It's more of a peachy pink colour. I'm just going to fill in my lips with this one. Oh, that feels so comfortable on the lips. It's really nice and smooth. It's really pretty. Now you could definitely just leave it like this, but I want to add a little bit of gloss just because it is the holiday season and I always love to wear gloss. So I'm also going to apply from Patrick Ta. I'm going to use this lip gloss. This is the Major Glow Lip Shine in the shade She's an Influencer, which is a beautiful rose gold with reflex of pink and gold. I'm just going to apply that right into the center of the lips. Just give that beautiful glossy finish to the lips. I love how that looks. And to finish off everything, I'm just going to spray the MAC Fix Plus Pink Light once again, just to set everything in place, add some extra glow. Okay, so this is the final look. I absolutely love how the eyes turned out. I'm obsessed with this glitter shadow. I just think it's the most beautiful color and it's perfect for the holidays with that bluey green brown tone to it. I just think it's really unique, beautiful and sparkly, and you could pair it with any other lip color that you like. I like to do it with a nude, but you could do it with a brighter color, a red, a deeper shade, or anything like that. And I do have to say I'm very surprised with how many of the newer products I liked. I did really like the foundation, the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. It was my first time trying it. I loved the coverage, the way it looks on my skin. I think it looks really beautiful. It's still a little bit more natural looking, not too heavy or full coverage. And I did also love all of the Patrick Ta products. The blush I think is so pretty, so beautiful. And I also loved this lip combination with the lip cream, lip liner and the lip gloss. I can definitely see myself wearing these quite a lot. And like I said, I am obsessed with this eyeshadow from MAC. I just think it's the most beautiful, unique color. It's so pretty. I absolutely love that. And I also really liked this highlighter from the Bare Minerals palette. I think it's the most beautiful champagne gold tone highlight. It just makes my skin look beautiful and glowing. So I love that. I definitely want to try out the blush and the bronzer as well. If you did like this look, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to my channel down below. Let me know what other videos you would like to see for the holiday season, some other looks that you have in mind that you would like me to do. A gold eye and a red lip is always a staple look for the holidays, so I could definitely do that, but let me know what other looks you might like to see as well. And I do have a Black Friday sales makeup haul video going up shortly. I'm just waiting for a few more products and then I can do that for you. I really hope you enjoyed this makeup look today. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.